Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. So this is Ahsoka Season 1, Episode 1. Boot up your Disney Plus catalogs if you care to follow along. You get your timestamp to 42 seconds, 38 seconds. Or feel free to listen to this other podcast. Those of you following along, press play now. So right away, this kind of separates itself from some of the other shows because it actually has an opening crawl. Initially, I got really excited when I heard about Grand Admiral Thrawn in the Ahsoka episode for Mandalorian. But unfortunately, when we get to Thrawn, it's like only like Thrawn in appearance, not really character wise. There's a lot of problems with this show. I like the character of Ahsoka, but I think the writing kind of fell apart in some ways. It's kind of messy. And like these Dark Jedi that show up in the opening of this, they're not Sith, but like it's kind of tough to determine what they are because there's no real new lore established. Had we gotten some new Jedi and stuff, maybe we could have determined what they are. So I would just say just Dark Jedi like an EU. And Disney Wars doesn't really have any new lore. Just copy and paste, really. So this opening looks pretty cool. But this guy walking out to the hangar already suspects that these aren't really Jedi. Holy cow, is that an alien? In Star Wars? No way. And I kind of wish that at least one of these Dark Jedi were aliens. Who's one of them? A Zabrak, a Twi'lek, like Darth Talon, some. There's too many damn humans in this Disney Wars here. Ridiculous. Like very Phantom Menace. Like this one dude, the Master, this character doesn't make any sense to me, especially the way the story concludes and then the season. Well, I would say even this opening reminds me of the Old Republic cinematics. So that dude died instantly, but like the being gets stabbed later on in the episode. At least we see her getting healed, but like freaking Reva gets stabbed and lives. Third sister gets stabbed and Paul Lord and lives. Darth Maul cuts in half, get cut in half and lives. Like lightsabers don't really seem to be fatal anymore, which is kind of dumb. Yeah, like some of these characters look so too plain to me. Like give him a mask, give him a scar on his face, something. Well, I'm sure they'll recast this character, but the writing to me just isn't there. And this opening with Ahsoka, that's pretty cool. She's walking up, going to those old ruins. Kind of reminds me of some of the puzzles you get in Fallen Order or KOTOR. Because here's the thing with Thrawn, right? Thrawn is a strategist and he uses art to determine the weaknesses of his enemies and exploit it. And this, I won't get the Thrawn. I do think they introduced him a little too late in the show. Shouldn't have taken that long. I think they just dragged out a lot of stuff. Now this part here is pretty cool. Like I said, like reminds some of the puzzles when you go to some of the tombs in Fallen Order or KOTOR back in the day. Saw the puzzle and you get the artifact and all that. Pretty cool. It's cool to see that on screen finally. Like, is that one of the Zepho from Fallen Order? I kind of wish we did some of this with Luke, who does a lot of similar things like this in the EU. Like for Luke, using lightsaber has always been a last resort. Well, last resort for him as a character. Like Kenobi, he does more negotiating than just rushing into a fight like Anakin would have done. So like something like this, looking for artifacts, it's something that's right up Luke's alley, especially in the EU. Disney Wars, not so much. Just ask around him, I'm sure he knows. So they're following along. She just left the two of them now that this robot guard. Now there's three of them trying to surround her. I like how she actually uses her smart to take them down. And down she goes. I always loved how Ahsoka fights. It's like, especially with two blades, but isn't easy to do. I don't get why she couldn't just force push them out of the way. I guess the explosion would have been too big or something, I guess. I like the robot in this. So she found the map, like a star map. Kind of reminds me of the star map from KOTOR. I know it's not possible. I kind of wish we could have seen Kanan in live action. That would be really cool. Kanan was a cool character. Just, I wish they focused more on him and less on Space Aladdin. I feel it was so annoying. Ugh. 'Cause I don't remember there being any annoying characters in the EU like that. Definitely could because of the Disney Wars era. All these babysitting shows makes me sick. There goes hair. Love, love, love. So I like this right here. So they're at a rebellion base. We're discussing the breakout with these Dark Jedi characters. So it is Star Map. Or it's confirmed it. Like initially I had to backtrack when she said, "Where's Grand Admiral Thrawn?" I'm like, "Whoa, they got Thrawn in this." But those of us that go with the EU, that's like a freaking big deal. Unfortunately, they kind of screwed it up. There's one thing I wanted to point out, like so being a solo across like two galaxies to look for space Aladdin. I know Ahsoka don't really care like that, but Sabine ain't trying to be his friend and firm like that. They're either trying to set up a roadmap between them or just no one travel like that for a friend. You know what I'm saying? Especially out to gender. I don't need any more romance in Star Wars. I think sometimes they just overdo it with that stuff. To me, the best romance is probably Bastila and Revan. A lot of people think Han and Leia is the best romance, but really not. It's good, I guess, but I think Revan and Bastila is the best to me. I'm about to get just to finance Sabine. We got Clancy Brown. I don't think we see the purple dude in this. There she go. Hmm. The casting for this show is definitely spot on. Say that. No issues with that. And I think season two is filming, and this part's cool. She slides right under the ship. I don't need Sabine to be a Jedi. Just, just no. It's very rare for Mandalorians to be Force user as well. It's not as common in this era as it was in the Old Republic. No, she ain't gonna stop. In other words, at least one Mandalorian in the Old Republic that I can't remember his name. Mayo next Raccoon or somewhere else. Like it's cool for her to just be a Mandalorian. It doesn't need to be with my lightsaber all of a sudden, calling Ahsoka master. I'm like, since when? Ahsoka's not even really a Jedi anymore. And it's like, hey, that's picking up a lightsaber all of a sudden in the middle of Outlaws. It's like, at least he's not Ray just railing, beating everybody. No training. He calls it like a sister. Oh man, you friends with her ass. And there goes Scarlett Johansson's evil twin. They could have put some makeup on her or something. Probably made a good Twi'lek. Just saying, this a lot of these characters are very plain looking. Now, this Morgan Espeth character, I'm not really crazy about what they did with her over the course of the series. 'Cause I don't agree with it. Some aspects of Star Wars just should just not make the light of day. Yeah. Just, let's see if the guy in black is like all covered up. Like the Sith, I always thought the Sith were just like with Palpatine's face all wrinkly. Like Dooku wasn't like all armored up or nothing, but you see how Darth Maul looked. I just wish people would be a little more creative with these shows. It's true about Ezra. Oh man. So Clancy Brown's playing Senator Azadi. Guessing he was in the Space Aladdin show. Clancy Brown's pretty busy in Star Wars. Now it's going to be in the Penguin series. That got her attention. Just had a dream about him too. Didn't really watch the Space Aladdin show like that, but it's kind of cool seeing these characters in live action. Especially Sabine. Yeah, my biggest issue with this show is just it took too long to introduce Thrawn, and then when it finally got Thrawn, it's like a show what it used to be. When I get it's been a long time since the Thrawn trilogy books, but something would have changed by now. Then they just took away the core of what it used to be. And now all of a sudden Sabine is a force user. My explanation, please. Ain't no reason so we can't open that map. Master. Yeah, I'm so confused. Like, nothing I've seen is Sabine. Maybe believe she'd ever be a Jedi or anything like that. Yeah. I mean, you can still have the Force and not be a Jedi, so it's like Satele Shan's kid, uh, Theron or something. This is sort of a Jedi and a clone trooper, and a Republic trooper, no Force. One of the Jedi though. So I'm going to assume that these characters are going to show up in the whatever Urge of the Empire film Dave Filoni's going to be making. Unless we're going to wait another couple of years because there still hasn't been a Star Wars film on big screen in like 5 years since Disney Wars. So the robot trained Jedi, apparently. Now Ahsoka's apparently thinking about training Sabine. I'm kind of glad they show it a little bit, but I still don't know if I'd buy her being a Jedi. And of course, she's gone with the map. I don't know. Maybe I just this is why I'm just it's like in the older Republic, you had a character like Darth Talon and Darth Zana, Twi'leks, I believe, if I remember correctly. There's too many humans in the Disney World era. Just, yeah. So one thing I like about Jedi and their apprentices is that apprentices usually remind them of themselves. It's kind of interesting. It's all the complaining, oh, why does it have to be so difficult? And Harold's like, well, see who your master was. So she just said, like, she walked away from Megan at the end of Clone Wars. Like, she walked away from Sabine. I'm like, when did this happen? Now she just figured out the puzzle with the star map. Are those HK droids? One of the weapons she could pull out, she takes a lightsaber. Oh boy. I was like, maybe we should made a mistake, right? So I don't aren't supposed to draw their weapons first. That's a Sith thing. And she wasn't here to like attack her, she just wanted the damn map. And now she's gonna get it. She's gonna get what she asked for now. Maybe she lasted this long. If she was ready, this will be over already. There it is. She got stabbed and she's still like barely holding on. The only thing I'll say is that at least we see Ahsoka running towards her, but I really thought they killed off Sabine in the first episode. I'm like, well, that's a ballsy move.